Hall of Fame catcher Johnny Bench has a phrase referring to Major League players. He says they all have something called inner conceit. And it doesn't mean you go brag about yourself. It means when you step on the field, you better believe you're better than your adversary. And if you don't believe that, he'll win. Well, in talking with Rick Kranitz earlier today, the pitching coach, about trying to develop young pitching at this level against the best hitters in the game, I asked him how he handles these young pitchers and that balancing act between ego and stubbornness.
Approach is very important. You know, you go out there and you show you mean business. I mean, you look at Greg Maddux when he first came up. I mean, you look at him and you say, this guy's a little cocky guy, you know, and the other team doesn't like you, gets him out of their game plan. You know, he pitches inside and he does the things that really get the other team off their game. And there's a feel and there's a sense when a guy's on the mound, he's in total control. You know, you have to be in control of the situation, not let the situation and control you, and that's easily done for young pitchers because they get the game get too quick on them and they just try to survive instead of taking over and taking a hold of the situation. So, you know, it's you know, you got to get back to the basics with the young kids and really just let them know that, you know, what you do here is good enough. You know, I mean, you could just see how Maddux, for me, really relaxed after the fifth inning. Or actually after the fourth inning, we scored a bunch of runs. We scored that 5 to really put the game at 9-1. And then you could see the body language, you could see the looseness, you could see the aggressiveness really start to come back into him.
And I know there is the belief that you learn from adversity, and certainly they've had more than they probably can handle in a year, and maybe that's a good thing down the road. But we have seen so many times this year 0-2 counts become 2-2 counts or 3-2 counts because they try to trick them instead of getting and going after them what got them the 0-2.
Well, there's no question because, you know, a lot of times all it is the same breaking ball or the same pitch. For instance, if a guy swings and misses at a breaking ball to make it 0-2, or he takes a breaking ball and you're wanting to throw another breaking ball, it's not throwing it any harder, it's not making it any better. It's just setting your sights down and just making the pitch. And a lot of times guys, they feel like they have to do more, that, you know, they hear about these guys. And really, hitters get themselves out. They really do. And a lot of times what young guys do is they get ahead of themselves. They try to get it done before you're supposed to get it done, before just let it happen. But they try to go get ahead of themselves. They'll rush through their delivery and they'll maybe muscle a pitch. Next thing you know, you leave it up. And just like what happened last night, you know, he was Brian only because he pitched last night. You know, he had Kendrick, you know, with 2 strikes, and he made the great pitch on the changeup down. He barely fouled it. He was right there to throw another one. He left it up and he hit it off the wall. I mean, it's just a fine line there. So, you know, you just have to make pitches and execute. That's the key. Is just executing, you know, the pitch at hand is really what it's all about.